Hi, guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 96. All right, so here's where we left off on Wednesday. We have our base card, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have our cardstock, which has been cut down to a 4 by 5 1/4 layer. We have piece of coordinating or contrasting cardstock that is 1 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then we have our piece of basic white, very vanilla, basic beige or light colored cardstock that is 1 by 3. All right, so what we're going to do with this is I'm first going to cut 1/4 of an inch off of each of the ends. I'm going to try to keep this in order. So then we're going to I'm going to turn it upside down and do the 1/4 of an inch there. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch? 1/2 inch. Did I say 1/4? Sorry. 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch off the other side. So now let me put this over here. And then now I'm going to do 1 1/8. So I'm going to 1 1/8 on this side. One and an eighth on this side. And that is going to leave you, oh, I got those out of order. Did I? And then that's going to leave you with 2 inches. All right, let me put this back together. Did I do this right? Let's see. There we go. So then we have this piece. I thought I kept it together, but obviously I didn't. Okay. Well, we may have, oh, this is the next piece. Duh. Sorry. Early morning Roxy again. All right. So let's see this. So here was this piece. Here was this piece. You have this piece that's down here. And then you have this piece that's here. All right, we got it back together, folks. All right, oh, let me look what I found. This is from 2007. Found it. So I'm waiting for my glycerin to come in so I can soften up that a little bit, because you know how I love my dragonflies. All right, I'm going to cover this up for a little bit, so just make sure you have your measurements here. Bring this over here. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to lay this, and you're going to have very, very thin margins. All right. Let me show you how thin those margins are going to be. Sorry. So it's going to be very, very thin margins. All right, you're barely going to see it. All right, so let's go ahead. I am going to use the glue, the multi-purpose glue for this one, just so I have room to measure, to move it if I need to. And if you wanted to, you could do these, you know, as different colors on the other side. I'm going to keep it with the consistent picture, but you could flip those overs on the end if you wanted to. All right, so let's go ahead and do this first. I like turning it on its side so I can see and line it up a little bit better. So you're going to have about the same border on top and bottom, but you're going to have that very, very thin border on this side. So now let's go through to this side. We'll do the same. little bit out of the way. Again, we're going to try to keep this top and bottom the same. Now the only problem you run into this is you might not be lined up when you get to the middle. So if you wanted to, and I think I am going to, I'm going to go up and down on these. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep it the same. I'm going to hope that we meet in the middle. But you could have those alternating up, down, if you wanted to. But I'm just going to do that very thin border there. I'm going to do very thin border here. And we'll see what we're left with. All right, so here's that last piece. Again, just making the tiniest of a grout line. So see how that is? Very, very tiny on the grout line. Probably should have moved that one a little bit more over, but we'll leave it the way it is. How about that? All right, and I am going to grab from the online exclusives. This is the everyday greetings. Now, on a previous video, I showed you the, what is it called? The greetings of the season. They had the matching die. This will also match those dies, but this is for everyday greetings. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do anniversary wishes. All right, so let's grab off the anniversary. Let's put that down so it will take its time to oh, that's not wishes. Usually I restamp these because I don't like having them backwards like that. Here's wishes. All right, and we're gonna lay that down for just a second. That way it has a chance to acclimate and straighten out. So I'm gonna do the wishes first because I want to make sure that I have that. Oh. Gonna have that down here almost all the way flush right. I'm gonna leave just a little bit of room there. Let's go ahead, put that there. I'll clean it later. Let's grab our anniversary. I'm gonna grab a bigger block. Sorry, right by the speaker there, or the microphone. And then I'm gonna do this kind of more flush left. We're going to go ahead and pop it up with dimensionals. So let's go ahead and get, I love not having to worry about the backings peeling off anymore. That fantastic trick I learned from Robin Armbreath. Fabulous, fabulous tip. All right, let me put some adhesive first on the back of this before I put that down. Oh, we're getting near the end. Got to be careful. All right, so I'm going to put it right about there. That way it's crossing over some of those panels. I think it's a little crooked, but you know what? It is what it is. Yep, and it's really going to show up when I put in the white that it's really crooked. But there you go. Add a few little embellishments. I'm going to, for this, pull out the iridescent foiled gems. If I can pull it out. Grab my take your pick tool. And let's put a few on there. I'm going to put a bigger one. Oops, didn't quite grab it. Put a bigger one right there. All right, let me put that back in its place. Put the anniversary back here. But I know I have to clean that off still. All right, so let's get this moved out of the way so we can show you those other examples. All right, let me scoot it in just a little bit. All right, so here you have this one. Here's Anniversary Wishes. We'll put that one right there. Oh, it might be just a little bit too far out. There we go. Then we're going to have this one. I did a diagonal cut here first, and then I did offsetting cuts there. So it made kind of like a fractured look. And then for this last one, let me pull out just a little bit more. Last one, I just took that and I cut, these are 1 1/4 each, left that, turned it over because that's the underside. I taped it down so you really can't see probably, but this is the underside of the Designer Series paper. So just flipped those over and did the vertical panels. All right, guys. Let me see. Go ahead. We'll cover that up for now. There you are. There's your 3 examples using just a layer of the DSP along with the base card and a sentiment greeting. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great Friday, and we'll see you sometime this weekend. Bye for now.